Hey guys, this is Bonnie, and we're going to talk about my experience with the movie Alien. Thanks, Mel. So many thoughts when I go into it. I don't know what I was expecting, to be quite honest. I mean, I did, and I didn't. I was like, I'm going to be judgy. I was going in it thinking I'm going to be judgy because I'm like, okay, if they have little strings and making it look like a fake spaceship and stuff, I'm just going to laugh. It was not that way. I mean, you can tell it really has withstood time. I'll give it that much. When you get into the spaceship, it was quite fascinating, especially for the year that it came out. I was getting into it quick. It didn't take long. Opening scene, everybody is basically chit-chatting around a table, and then you kind of find out what they're doing. They're on a mission, and let's be real, I cannot remember the mission at this point because of all that ensues right after this. Okay, let's talk about Mother. Oh, Mother. The Mother computer, I guess. All I know is that they called her Mother. She picks up, and let's go into the sound that comes out of Mother. It really rattled me, and I can't even understand. I don't understand why fully at this point, but it left an unsettled feeling in my tummy. I'm like, ooh, what is going on here? And then you start realizing that the ship is receiving signal, and per the duties of the ship and all the people on it, they must, stay and investigate. They got to find out, well, what is this transmission? What is it coming from? And what, is there proof of other life out there? That is never a good idea. Just want to put a little red flag up here, wave it around. Bad idea. So when they go to figure out what this transmission is, what they could be, I guess, what new scientific thing they could be, what's the word? It is kind of like curiosity killed the cat. Let's just be real. Just why? And this is where I start wondering, did anybody have any sense at all? So they go to check out this area, this planet, whatnot, and they go to land, and of course they crash their vehicle. I mean, in short, most people that I know have seen it. So this part is where it gets really sticky for me, because I have always had a not too fond feeling for our alien friends, right? They kind of creep me out. You can't say a chant. You can't take a little Palo Santo or sage and get rid of these guys, right? They're usually way of higher intelligence than us. And these people go in like some dingy white girl trying to grab her, look at this pit bull puppy that needs saving. Lady is going to bite your arm off. Anyway. They have trouble when they land, and so now they're kind of stuck. They got to send their mechanics, or I don't know, what would you call a spaceship mechanic? It would still be a mechanic, right? Anyway, they send these guys to go and start fixing, and it's like, well, by the way, hey guys, all you scientists, let's go experiment. Let's go look around and see what we can find, right? That's a good idea. Why not? Never been to this planet, do not know anything about it, do not know what was transmitting and trying to tell us. And then, of course, a little bit later, we find out it was not just a normal transmission. It was a warning. Duh. Yeah. Wish they'd have known that, right? So, Mr. Man goes and sees this. All I can say is this. Anybody that has ever seen what we call here in Texas a locust, or I guess yeah, I call them locusts. It's like the bugs that come out of their shell. Basically, is what they find, but like a massive one, huge. Well, something's dead, and they basically like, ooh, well, it looks like something came right through it. It's not even have a little bit of fear in our system right now. Let's not be scared. Let's not take any heed to this. This is really interesting, right? I'm going to sound like Curtis now, but I don't like stupid. And this is where it's just like everything you should not do, they do. I mean, if you have common sense. Now, I get it. They were on a mission. They're scientists. They're all about finding and experiencing new things, and but is it worth it? Is it worth it? Now, Sigourney Weaver's character, she had some sense, and I really liked her. She played the tough girl well. Let's get back to old dude that found the old shelled out bug. Okay, he goes in and he finds these eggs, right? The eggs, and he's like, "Oh, what is this?" And next thing he knows, it's attached to his face. It's there. The parasitic is all I can explain is what it reminds me of when it comes to anything occulty or very parasitic, and it's latched on. Now, everybody else thinks, oh, let's go save old dude that was investigating a little too much, and let's bring him back to the ship and take him to the little triage area. Okay, I'm with Sigourney on this one. No, let's don't. Protocol says no. I am not opening that door. Then this crazy scientist is like, no, we're letting him in. Then they take him to the triage, and guess what happens after that? Carnage. I mean, like, let's just be real. Like, they let the enemy in and on their ship at this point. The little bugger wasn't going to come off. Like the one guy said in it, anything that bleeds acid, it's not a good sign. That was pretty interesting, though. That was the bleeding out. I mean, not that I would ever want to see anything even like this at all in my entire life. No way. I'm starting to have panic attack just thinking about all this. Okay, they go to try to remove this parasitic bug thing off of this guy's face, and the acid bleeding, and they just kind of leave him like, well, he was bleeding acid. We can't really do much, and they leave him there. Well, next thing you know, he's waking up miraculously, right? Guy just had a parasite stuck to his face, and 30 minutes later, it's okay, let's eat. And they're eating again, right? Until their meal is nastily interrupted. And this is when a guy decides to give birth through his belly, like literally ripping through his belly, to baby Pikachu. Is like the first thing that I am like, what the hell did I just see pop out of this dude's stomach? Like, Pikachu? But a very, 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 very angry Pikachu. The little baby alien was. Luckily, the ripping out of the stomach was quite scary, but the little Pikachu, the puppet, that kind of gave me a giggle because it was so small. It's like, oh, step on it. But of course, it was pretty quick, and it was gone before they even knew what to do. Now, these things grow quite fast, and when I say fast, I'm like, it's a teenager within like 30 minutes. And teenager Pikachu is not too cute. It is more like what is it? I can never say it. Velociraptor. It is like a little velociraptor, man. And don't mess with those. So the little miniature Pikachu angry alien is gone, and he gets out the door, out the triage area. Now they know they're in trouble. This is not good, and then you hear Sigourney Weaver's characters like trying to talk sense into some of these guys, but they're not having it. We are scientists, and we are here to discover. All right. Discover your own death, guys, but all right. From here on out, spoiler alert, pretty much everybody just dies. Because the Velociraptor becomes full-fledged. The teeth. Okay, so this is what every nightmare of me, what I've, like aliens would be. Like this skeletal, but exoskeletal, it's like, it's just, to me, it's like a very scary prehistoric bug. And when I say bug, I'm not talking about like something small you can, no. This thing it terrified me. And then of course the teeth, well, the shark teeth, because it was like layers and layers of teeth coming out of teeth. It was just, it had me going. Now, anybody that knows Mel and that has, knows me any bit, knows that I have been working on my fear of aliens. It just went shot back through the roof, guys. This is why I was scared of aliens in the first place, okay? I mean, basically, they tried to trap this monster down, and they think that they're going to shoot it out, out into space, like push it through one of their air vent systems or whatever. This thing is like, okay, here we go. Here's my point. They're smart. It's smarter than they are. Okay, so it's like already onto them. This thing just was born like 45 minutes ago, but it's already smarter than all of them put together. Just like well, let me mention the one part that had me a little upset. White and everybody that love animals, do not get me wrong. Why are we going back to save the little kitty cat? Sorry if I didn't mention it before, but the little kitty cat that's on the spaceship, why it was there in the first place, I have no idea. But it was there probably just to have a reason to go back and make everybody sweat. But that's what she did. She, Sigourney Weaver ends up the only one alive towards the end of it. Then she has to basically blow up the ship before she pods herself out into outer space trying to get home, right? This would be my luck. It made it on the pod ship with her. I was hoping that at least by this part of the movie that, okay, here we are, happy ending, right? At least she's gonna be home and like we're gonna see people. No, that wasn't it at all. I'm thinking when she's flying off into space, watching this ship blow up, that thing's blowing up behind her, and I'm thinking, okay, this is good. Okay, she finally outsmarted it. No. It's like the moment that she starts calming down, getting undressed, unwind, trying to get some rest, she notices the thing coming at her. I will say her wits, now she is pretty much the only one, except for one of the mechanics that was like, basically, he wanted to go home. I will give him that. He wanted to go home from the beginning, but everybody else kind of outvoted him. But she was the only one that had sense to be like, let's not do this in the first place. Like, she was trying to stick with protocol and everything, and the fact that everything she was trying to do to save everybody else, it was just kind of ignored, and yet she ended up saving it. Oh, and let's not forget. Let me kind of backtrack a little bit. The main scientist. Why? Why did they do this to me? I didn't see the coming. Most of you, spoiler alert again, a robot? Why are y'all killing me with this movie? It was just like twist, turn, what? I should have probably taken a break in the middle of it, but I was like, my mouth was jawed open. Y'all can't see me, but like my mouth's jawed open. I'm like, what? I am literally exhausted with everything that happened. Now, what I will say is I do see why everybody loves it. And I will be watching the other ones. Just, send me some love and hugs and hope that I will be able to still get over my fear of aliens. Overall, guys, great movie. I am glad that I finally watched it. I really don't know what I was expecting it to be. But bravo, because it was, I guess I was just expecting it to be sci-fi. I didn't realize it was such a horror. Yeah, it's got me very, very conflicted about aliens again. But we'll get through that. Melvin will help me back with, because let me tell you, I can barely even talk about it because of the, that's what that's what they are, guys. They're not cute little green short. Well, some of them are, but okay. Like the ones that I will end up running into by accident will probably be the ones with like 500,000 teeth, and then teeth within the 500,000, like the little angry Pikachu. I can handle angry Pikachu, but I just won't handle them in 15 minutes. That's all. But yes, overall, I give it, out of 5, I give it a 4.5. Out of 5, I give it a 4.5. I really did enjoy it. It had a good plot. It kept you on your toes. There was a lot of bad choices made, but overall, it kept me going to the very last. And when I say last, the very last moment, because you're afraid if you blink or you go to the bathroom, if you miss anything, you will miss a lot. If you haven't seen it, sorry about the spoilers, but go see it. It is a good movie, or watch it, whatever. It is worth it. Again, guys, loved it. And Mel, thank you so much for finally getting me to watch it, because it was every bit worth it.